Here's what we got coming up on today's show with the big news surrounding Lamar Jackson today and him requesting a trade. Could the Patriots be in the mix to land Lamar? Well, according to one rapper, Lamar wants to be in New England. We're going to unpack that and more on today's show. But first things first, we are so close to 1,000 subs here at Patriots Today. If you have not already, I invite you to go down and hit that sub button for the best Patriots coverage. Should the Patriots go for Lamar Jackson? So, the big news today in the NFL world is that Lamar Jackson, well, he sort of requested a trade. He actually requested it back on March 2nd, so it only came out today, 3 weeks plus later. But could the Patriots be in the mix to land Lamar? Well, we've got this from Albert Breer over at Sports Illustrated, who tweeted out, Patriots owner Robert Kraft said Meek Mill texted him 3 or 4 days ago saying Lamar Jackson wanted to come to New England. Now, very curious that past tense, wanted to. Kraft responded that would be Bill Belichick's decision. So, the big question is, would Bill Belichick be looking to make a move and swap Mac Jones for Lamar Jackson? No one really knows where Belichick stands on Mac Jones and if he would pursue another quarterback, because does he want to potentially fracture that relationship, pursue Lamar Jackson, make an offer for his non-exclusive franchise tag, not get him, and then have to turtle up and go back to Mac Jones and act like none of that ever happened? That could create a strain in the locker room. But here's the actual tweet thread from Lamar Jackson, who said, a letter to my fans. I want to first thank all of you for all the love and support you consistently show towards me. All of you are amazing, and I appreciate y'all so much. I want you all to know not to believe everything you see or everything you read about me. Let me personally answer your questions in regards to my future plans. As of March 2nd, remember, he got the franchise tag 5 days later, I requested a trade from the Ravens organization, for which the Ravens has not been interested in meeting my value. Any and everyone that has met me or been around me know I love the game of football, and my dream is to help a team win the Super Bowl. You all are great, but I had to make a business decision that was best for my career, and no matter how far I go or where my career takes me, I'll continue to be close to my fans of Baltimore Flock Nation and the entire state of Maryland. You'll see me again, Truz. Let's stay connected. Subscribe to my fan page. Could you imagine if your 4+ year girlfriend or boyfriend broke up with you and said, before I dip out of here, make sure to subscribe and stay connected? Like, that is a bizarre way to potentially end a relationship with just the fans who have been nothing but good to you, right? Maybe the ownership is in a different boat, but the fans more or less have been very loving and supportive of Lamar. I think there are two options right now for the Patriots and other teams as well, right? Number one is make an offer on Lamar's non-exclusive franchise tag that the Ravens could match potentially and say, thank you, Team New England, for doing the heavy lifting, making an offer. We will match that. That is the end of the road, and he comes back for one more season. That's an option. Option two, the Patriots, the Ravens, and Lamar, and I would say his agent, but he is his own agent, come to an agreement on a tag and trade where Lamar talks to New England, which can be tough to do without an agent, and says, this is what I want in a contract. Those two sides agree. Then the Patriots call the Ravens and go, we have an agreement with Lamar for a contract in place. Tag him, which you already did. Trade him over, and we'll immediately award him a new contract. Those are the two options. The first one, you only have to give up 2 first-round picks. The issue is if you go down that path and you don't end up with Lamar, you're going to end up pissing off Mac Jones. And you also might have done the heavy lifting for the Ravens, and they no longer have to negotiate. They can just roll off of whatever the Patriots offered. So option 2 costs more because the Ravens will want more than 2 first-round picks, probably in the neighborhood of 3 and then some. But option 1 is a bit riskier, but it could cost you less. So let me know, should the Patriots pursue Lamar Jackson? Give me a Y for yes or an N for no. I think the stats pretty much speak for themselves. The only thing that's a bit of a worrisome thing is that he has missed a total of 10 games over the last 2 years. Is that a concern for teams, right? Do they want to give him all the money that he is seeking? And somewhat deservingly so, right? We're talking about a former NFL MVP quarterback. But the last 2 years, he has missed time down the stretch. He hasn't necessarily looked just like that 36 touchdown performance he had in 2019. And I wouldn't say there are character concerns, but there's a little bit of smoke around. Why didn't Lamar go to his own team's playoff game last year in Cincinnati and root on his best friend, Huntley, and support the team? That's a bit bizarre, I thought, right? So my question is, what's the real reason that teams are not pursuing Lamar Jackson? It doesn't make sense on the surface, right? Not very often NFL MVP quarterbacks come to the market, more or less, potentially, right? So is it because he's coming off 2 straight seasons of missing time down the stretch? Is that one reason? Or is it because teams are looking around thinking themselves, if the Ravens can't come to an agreement with Lamar Jackson, why are we to believe that we will, when it's clear that negotiating with a player without an agent is not easy, and we're going to be in the Ravens spot next year when this franchise tag is up, right? Is he not worth 2 first-round picks? I don't think that's the issue, but I really wonder at the core, what is the reason why teams are not actively pursuing Lamar, and do the Patriots fit that bill, right? I don't know if it's just, well, we've got Mac Jones. Come on, would you rather have Mac Jones or Lamar Jackson, right? I think this seems to be a no-doubter. If both quarterbacks are healthy, it's Lamar Jackson, right? I mean, sure, Mac Jones has some more untapped potential. He's relatively young in his career, just 2 seasons in. But if all else is equal, who are you taking? It's Lamar Jackson, and it's not even close. Now, if you have not hit that like button, please go ahead and do so. Plus, subscribe to the channel. Help us grow. Help us get more subscribers. And in return, you can get more Patriots content.